Welcome to Buzz with Neha Varma. If you're new here, then do subscribe to my channel because I post one art video every Sunday in my channel. I have started my Indian folk painting series with Pichwai painting. That painting link is in the description box below. If you haven't watched it, do watch it. In today's video, I am going to show you GOND painting, which is a tribal art form of central India, which is Madhya Pradesh, and it is practiced by largest tribe of India called Gondi tribe. In this video, I am going to show you how you can make it by yourself. So please do share this video with your friends who love art to share the information about GOND tribal art. First, let's start by doing the drawing part. I'm using a pencil and a A4 sheet here to make this painting. All the materials required to make this beautiful painting are mentioned in the description box below with their links from where you can all buy them. Well, going to the origin of GOND painting, no one knows from where it exactly came, but it came into light when the most influential Indian artist J. Swaminathan spotted a young boy, a 17-year-old boy in a small village of Madhya Pradesh, and that young boy used to paint his hut walls with dots, lines and dashes with vibrant colors, and that art today is known as GOND art. GOND tribe who makes this GOND art believes that looking at good art can bring in a lot of good luck in your life. Interesting, right? The style of GOND painting is very simple, hence the GOND paintings are a reflection of human close connection with nature. Like many other folk paintings, in olden days these GOND paintings were also done on walls of huts, and nowadays we make it on paper and possibly on few surfaces as well. Then they're filled with vibrant colors, dots, lines and dashes. Curious about the painting? Let's get into the painting part. I'm going to use acrylic paints for this painting. So the leaves, I'm going to paint them in pink. So for that shade I'm going to use red and white colors. Next, for the trunk and for the branches part of it, I'm going to use green. So this is the green that I'll be using. I'm using a 0.1 brush for this because there are minute details and it has to be done very neatly. According to the painting, you can select your colors in different shades as you like it, and even the drawing part of it, if you are good at drawing, then you can draw it directly like how I did it, or else you can just trace it and you can start painting it. So the tree that I'm drawing here is a beautiful depiction of tree of life. So Gonds worship Mahua tree because they believe that the whole life of these trees are spent in the service of humanity, that is with their leaves, fruits, flowers, branches, roots, fragrance, wood, and finally even their ashes as coal. They exist purely for others. So they're worshipped as life givers. They're equal to God for Gonds tribes. Next, I'm going to paint the leaves. For this, I'm using white and crimson red to bring out the shade of pink. So I would want to paint these leaves in pink shade. So just take a little of crimson red and add it in white and mix it. So as you can see, once you start mixing it, a beautiful shade of pink will start coming out. Look at that pink shade. I just love it. So just mix it, mix. I want it a little bit darker shade. I mean the next shade of it should be fine. So let me mix some more red in this. Just a little more. Again, it's up to you. You can make it in a darker shade or you can make it in a lighter shade. Again, it all depends on your creativity. You can bring in n number of shades by mixing colors. Different shades can be produced and you can just paint it up. There's no do's and don'ts in paintings. So just bring out that creativity in you and make amazing paintings. While I mix this shade, let me tell you the meaning of the word GOND. I've been using this word a lot, so now let me tell you the meaning of this. The word GOND comes from the Dravidian expression GOND means the green mountain. So that's how the word GOND has come into existence. Okay, so now even the shade is ready. This is the exact shade that I wanted. Now let's just start painting the leaves with this pink. Like most of the tribal art, GOND art is rooted in folk tales and culture. GOND paintings depict almost every aspect of tribal life, like Plants, animals, gods, goddesses, celebrations, festivals, folk tales, and myths are all represented through their art, making storytelling a strong element in their paintings. To everyone who's watching this video, I request you to make this beautiful and simple GOND painting and keep it in your house just to keep the traditional tribal art alive and making this ancient art form a true reflection of India's rich artistic heritage. And guys, did you know the history of GOND people dates back to nearly 1400 years? That is, the community's root can be traced back to the pre-Aryan age. Once I finish filling the leaves, I'm using shade number 425 turquoise blue for filling the animals. I just love this shade. Turquoise is one of my favorite colors. So I'm going to mix a little bit of white into it for a lighter shade of turquoise. Before that, I'm going to outline the whole drawing with fine tip pen. You can use 0.3 or 0.4 fine tip pen, or else if you don't have it handy, you can even use a black pen, a regular black pen for the outlining. Just outline the whole drawing, add few more details. Now once you're done with the painting part, just take a fine tip pen and outline the leaves. Just add in more details because it's the detailing that adds the extra beauty to these GOND paintings. The most interesting part of these GOND paintings is the filling part of it. These GOND paintings can be described as on-line work, that is, they are basically filled with dots, lines, and sometimes fish scales like these. So the dots represent the human life form and the semicircles represent the universe around us. Such a beautiful depiction, isn't it? Fill in the animal completely with the same pattern. I'm using simple dots to fill in the face. This will add more detail. Here I'm not using dots to fill the complete face, but I'm just using it to fill the inner lining of the face part. As I've said, this art is created out of carefully drawn lines and dots. Lines are used in such a way to convey the sense of movement in still images. So I'm filling this with completely this particular pattern of lines and a little bit scales in between. I'm using a similar kind of pattern which I've used in the first animal for the last one as well, but then the inside part of it I'm using lines to fill it. So you can use different kinds of patterns with lines and dots, because that's the basic of this GOND painting. For dots, you can use a thin hair brush like 0.1 or 1, like how I'm doing, or else you can use an acrylic cone liner. I have given the links in the description box below of the acrylic cone liner. You can buy it online, or else you can just do it with your thin brush. But with the cone liner, it's even more easier. Once this is done, just fill in the tree as well. Here I'm using lines to fill the tree. As I've taken dark green as base for the tree, base color for the tree, I'm using light green for just drawing the lines. These lines create a sense of movement and they'll make the painting look very, very beautiful. And we are done. Here you have it, the Indian tribal beautiful GOND painting is ready. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also click on that notification bell icon for more updates on my Indian folk painting series that will be coming up in the next coming weeks as well. So as I've already told, I will post on next Sunday, so stay tuned because it's going to be a big beautiful surprise.